With you, there are no stop signs. Counting down till we take flight. It's a new kind of ecstasy.
Hello and welcome. It's Rachel from Woman on Purpose, and the topic I want to explore today is all about when we're walking the path of our calling, our sense of purpose. That path can be a bit scary and a little bit daunting, and it's kind of like walking into the fire. And I've heard that analogy before. When you want to walk the path of your highest calling or that sense of purpose, it can feel bloody scary. Aussie language, bloody scary. And yet it's like walking into the fire, and it's easy to shrink from the fire, right? Because the fire's hot, the fire's scary, it's the unknown, and it can be a pattern of shrinking back out of fear. So I want to share an example with you of what's been going on for me. And it's going on for me right now, and I'm aware of it. So I just want to bring your awareness to this because it may be going on for you. Over the last, since 2014, I think when I did Marie Forleo's B School back in 2014, I've been walking the path of what I would call two paths. One is my traditional corporate coaching, career coaching, purpose coaching, leadership coaching. And then there's this higher path. And this higher path comes for me when I'm doing what I call my spiritual work, or, I'm prioritizing my spiritual connection. I'm being conscious, choosing to be a deliberate creator. I'm choosing to raise my vibration. So when that's happening, there's another urge or sense of, this is what I feel is kind of almost spilling out of me that I need to do, that I'm meant to be doing. And that for whatever reason, I can stop that daily practice, my routines and my rituals, whether I'm super busy, and it can be exciting busy, but I'm busy and I say, I'll do that later. And then I get in the habit of not doing it. Or something perhaps in my family, a health issue, or something with one of my kids where, I'm all in on whatever is going on for them. And again, I'm neglecting that part of myself, that practice, and I'm not prioritizing that. And that what can then happen is that I'm operating day to day, generally at a different frequency, different vibration. And so my thoughts are different. I view the world differently, and fear and doubt and those lower vibe feelings can take over. And so I had a really wonderful opportunity just before COVID to do a corporate leadership contract that went for 4 years. And I was doing a lot of spiritual stuff when I created that opportunity, but what happened during the opportunity and then with COVID and everything is I stopped doing my practice. And so I was no longer being guided and in flow with source, spirit, my soul's knowing. And I kind of lost that flow, and I closed down. I won't say closed down, but I neglected what happened was because of that energy contraction, my energy for Woman on Purpose wasn't there, right? Because in order for me to show up and bring Woman on Purpose to the world, and for that to be authentic and that to be in flow for me, then I need to be in the right frequency and energy to be able to I want to say the word channel, but it's, it's download, it's bring that work through. And so, I've done that big project, and a real sort of ache within that there's that work to do, but also there's that energy and part of myself that I have been out of touch with and not connected with. And so as I am once again prioritizing my daily practice, and this is so much of my message is about how the daily practice, whatever that looks like for you, but this being conscious, intentionally conscious, co-creating, doing the rituals and so on, that I'm doing that right now. And from there, our best work and our highest calling, we're in alignment with that and we can bring that forth. And so I'm doing that right now. And so as I'm raising my vibration and I'm building that momentum and I'm moving towards, something that feels a little bit like the fire, like that, and that can feel like that highest calling can feel like it's the fire. And it is the unknown, but it's also often unique and different. It's not what other people are necessarily doing or what people around you in your life may think is appropriate. And as we do that, it can bring a lot of stuff up, and a lot of stuff is coming up for me. And so I found myself last night, like so many women who are in our 40s and 50s, I found myself last night waking up at around maybe 1 o'clock and just like anxious thoughts going bananas in my mind, and not being able to quell those thoughts and calm them. And then I thought, oh, I'll play a game on my phone or something, like just to kind of shut the noises in my mind. And that I found myself in so much doubt and so much like, why am I doing this to myself? Don't just, go back to the corporate stuff and just stay there. This is too uncomfortable. Why torture yourself? If it's meant to be, it's meant to be, all of that. And then being aware of these thoughts, that it's not the truth when we're in that state is really powerful. That's what I want to bring your awareness to, is that when you've got those thoughts going on, is that we can trust those thoughts, or we can trust the higher thoughts and the higher vibrations. So when I was in anxious mode last night, that energy was dark and it was contracted and it didn't feel good. And in the time I didn't feel like I could shift it. But we're at risk of trusting those thoughts, trusting those feelings. And what I want to say is that if you are walking this path and you are feeling that fire, and it could be that you're up leveling, somehow in your business or with whatever you're doing, if you're feeling those sorts of thoughts, I would urge you to recognize what your energy and state is at the time, and to not necessarily trust those. And so this morning when I woke up, there was something else I wanted to say there. Hopefully it'll come back. And so this morning I lost about 3 hours sleep. And so I allowed myself, I reset my alarm when it went off. I allowed myself to get up for the amount of time that I needed to get my kids ready, but not the hour or so before that I normally allocate. So I got up, I got the kids off to school, I got home, I hopped in the shower, and just really intentionally just raising my vibes. I listened to an Abraham Hicks recording while I was doing my makeup, and just as my energy was rising and I was intentionally lifting that energy and that vibration, then I could really feel that clarity come through. And to the point where I just had to, there are other things to do around the house, but I felt like I just needed to come and sit down and record and capture the shift in my energy, and how this is the state where I'm able to be in flow and able to share whatever value that I can for those of you that are on this journey as well. And this hopefully is providing value for you. There was something else that I wanted to add there. Our thoughts are energy, right? So if everything's energy and our thoughts are energy, our thoughts are an indication, and the feelings that come with that are an indication of whether we're in alignment with our highest knowing, with source, with our inner being, with our guidance system. And last night I couldn't recognize that, right? Because I was too in it. But last night when I was in that state, the thoughts, the anxiety, the thoughts that were going, and what it was doing to my body, and the feelings that I was feeling, and I was tired, right? The feelings that I was feeling felt so negative, which is an indicator that the thoughts I was thinking are not in alignment with my inner being, with spirit divine, with the truth. And the thoughts that we trust are the ones that generate feelings that do create that alignment, that do feel good, because that's evidence that the thoughts are in alignment with what's best for us and what is the truth, the highest truth for us. I hope that helps. And I'm just sending you my warm, high vibes right now, and wishing you all the best on your journey. And if you are wanting more of this, please subscribe on YouTube. And also if you downloaded the Woman on Purpose app, because when you do, then I send you a reminder of any content that I've released, and also send you just, good messages, good vibes. So have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
With you, there are no stop signs. Counting down till we take flight. It's a new kind of ecstasy.